Wisdom simply means rightful application of knowledge. A man may be knowledgeable, but he doesn't know when to apply the knowledge. You are engaged in a battle, spiritual warfare. You can pray, you can speak in tongues, you can do all manner of things, but there are instructions, wisdom instruction, that only God is a custodian. He knows when to instruct you to strike the arrow now. So when you have that knowledge and you follow that knowledge, you become a powerful man. When Joshua, the man of the Lord, was to embark on a battle, he saw the army upon the... Joshua asked the angel of the Lord, are you for us and against us? But he was given a code that when you see the army of the Lord upon the mulberry trees, then you will align. That's wisdom. But a man who doesn't have wisdom, the opposite of wisdom is foolishness. He will not know what to do. Just as the Bible says, the labor of the foolish, he wearied every one of them, because they know not. They lack wisdom. They know not how to go into the city. You are walking like a lion, but your walk is out of wisdom, because you lack the spirit of wisdom. The spirit of wisdom is the spirit that proceeds from God. Have you not read the book of Proverbs 8? Proverbs 8 speak about the wisdom, how wisdom cried out in the streets to show mankind everything that God has created. Moses never knew that there was a pathway in the Red Sea. When God was creating the Red Sea, he knew that someday, one day, the children of Israel will have a need to cross the river without bridge. So it was by the spirit of wisdom that God instructed Moses to stretch forth the rod, and the Red Sea parted into two, and the children of Israel walked upon dry ground. Child of God, you need wisdom. In your academics, you need wisdom. You can be laboring, and your labor will amount to nothing. Your labor will be that of a fool, where the Bible says the labor of the fool wearied every one of them, because they know not the way into the city. When people are using their head, cracking their head, the spirit of wisdom that proceeds from the Lord will instruct you. David said, by virtue of the spirit of wisdom, I understood even more than my teachers. You need wisdom, and of course you need understanding. A man was carrying a whole scroll. Do you remember the Ethiopian eunuch? In those days, only in the temple, only in the synagogue, there were scrolls. But this man went to Jerusalem for a feast. We don't know how much or what he did that earned him a scroll, and he was going home with that scroll. He was reading the scroll with excitement. But when the angel of the Lord instructed Philip to join himself to the chariot, when he joined himself to that chariot, he saw the man reading the scroll with excitement and with zeal and with commitment, but he was void of understanding. Understanding is not with the fools. Understanding cannot be found among the fools. But permit me to say that in Psalm 14 verse 1 and 2, the Bible says, the fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Such a man is a fool, because he lacks understanding that there is a being that created everything that we see, everything that we touch, everything that exists. He is a fool because he lacks understanding. And when you lack understanding concerning the things of God about your life, you can also labor as a fool. And remember, the end point of the labor of a fool, he wearied every one of them, because they know not, neither they understood the process. So the Ethiopian eunuch who was reading the scroll, it was not common for men to carry the Bible those days. But when Philip asked him, understandest thou what readest? What was his answer? Say, how can I understand except a man guide me? How can you gain understanding if you are disconnected from God? Because God is the fountain of understanding. God is the author of all knowledge. And when he opens unto you, then you can gain understanding. There are certain things you do which suggest the fact that you lack understanding. As a student, God will give you understanding. Your labor will be productive. Your labor will be profitable. You will know when to strike. You will know when to sit down. You will know when to run. And you will know when to pursue peace.